moving on, the Supreme Court controversy is only getting bigger by the day after 600 lawyers opened up about pressure on the top court. A letter to the Chief Justice of India led by Harish Salve, among others. Prime Minister has called out now the attempt to browbeat and bully the top judiciary. In fact, the letter was occasioned by innuendos and attempts at coloring the perception about the Supreme Court by making charges like bench fixing by a certain lobby. And I'm told we are being joined in by Mr. Manan Mishra. He is one of the signatories, senior lawyer, who's part of the process of trying to get attention on this lobby. A very good evening to you, Mr. Mishra. If you could tell us what occasioned this letter, which is expressing not just disaffection, but an element of frustration also at this sense of entitlement that this lobby has, that they can try to influence administrative aspects of the Supreme Court of the country as well. What occasioned this letter?
See, just to mount a pressure, it was a pressure tactic by a handful of lawyers of the Supreme Court. They wrote a letter to the Honorable Chief Justice of India, and they made several allegations in that the judiciary is being guided and the benches are being fixed at the instance of somebody. So, baseless allegations were made against our judiciary and the institution. Therefore, myself, Mr. Harish Salve, and other 600 lawyers, we wrote to the Honorable Chief Justice of India not to take notice of such frivolous and baseless letters, and on the other hand, to take actions against such elements who are trying to browbeat our judiciary.
Okay, sir, if you could share, who are these lawyers and what are their connections which makes them so confident of trying to hector and dictate even the topmost court of the country?
See, some of the lawyers, everybody knows, they are politically attached with some of the other parties, and they all the times, whenever some political issue comes, whenever some issue with regard to the corruption comes, whenever the issue of a politician involved in the corruption that comes, they start doing this. Even in the year 2018-19, they did the same thing. They write some letter, make it viral, and then through social media, they want to, and they try to malign the image of our judiciary, our judges, our Supreme Court. Therefore, you know, the election, Lok Sabha elections are going to be held. At this moment, writing a letter, baseless letter to the Honorable Chief Justice of India, making so many baseless allegations, and thereafter giving it to the social media, this is very dangerous for the democracy of the democratic setup of the country, dangerous for the institution. The moment we came to know about it, we also wrote to the Honorable Chief Justice of India not to take notice of this. The public of our country, the general common man, the lawyers, the legal fraternity, they are fully aware of the intent and the motive behind such letters. You know.
Okay, but then is there going to be follow-up? Is there going to be any follow-up, Mr. Mishra, on this letter to make sure that these kind of motivated pressure tactics are not used again?
See, it is for them. We have also actually requested the Honorable Chief Justice to take some action. At least it's a matter of contempt. You know, some of the judges by name, they have been blamed. It's a very serious matter. Naming the judges.
It is, of course.
The Kejriwal, you know, he is in jail. The day he was arrested by ED, a petition was filed before the Supreme Court. The case was mentioned, it was fixed at 2 p.m. A special bench was constituted. The moment they saw that they are not going to get a favorable order, then they withdrew it. They moved the High Court. High Court also, petition was totally frivolous. It was without jurisdiction. The jurisdiction lies with the special court and the magistrate, the remanding magistrate, the remanding court. But purposely they moved the higher courts, knowing it full well, the position of law they know. But they move before the courts and they know that they are not going to get any favorable order. Courts cannot bypass the settled principle of law. They start doing this, all such mischiefs they are doing at the
Right.
time of election.
Right. Obviously seems like motivated mischief, and that's why you had to hit back with another letter so that at least a buzz is created, awareness is created. Thank you so much, Mr. Manan Mishra, for joining us. On that note, we slip into a short break. This story, by the way, is going to trend over the evening and is going to be the debate, part of the debate at 9 p.m. with Arnab Goswami. Do watch in. And on the other side, yet another controversy hits Ashoka University as students resort to posh casteism, raise anti-Brahmins slogans. Also under scanner for Forex case, Mahua Moitra skips ED summons, seen evading Republic's direct questions as well.